Well, 7 people are dead and several others injured after a World War II-era Boeing B-17 crashed at a Connecticut airport on Wednesday. Passengers across the country have had the opportunity to ride in it, including SNN's own Jennifer Vaglis, and she is now here with us to tell us more. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, so in February 2018, almost 2 years ago, I was a passenger on that same tour alongside 2 World War II veterans to fly on what the EAA calls one of the sturdiest aircrafts in history. But never did I think 2 years later I'd revisit this story to learn about the physical and mental trauma this B-17 G909 could inflict beyond warfare.
A flight experience in a rare piece of living history.
To share the story of what the greatest generation did 75 to 80 years ago to protect our freedoms.
Ending in turmoil. Bradley International Airport in Connecticut was just another stop for the Collins Foundation's Wings of Freedom tour, loading 10 eager passengers and 3 crewmen on board the B-17 Flying Fortress. Less than 10 minutes in the air, the bomber crashed.
The first reaction is always when you hear about loss of life and an aircraft accident or any accident, your hearts go out to the people involved and their families. Then when you think about losing this priceless piece of aviation history, it bothers you, it saddens you, because these airplanes are simply irreplaceable.
And in February 2018, I was a passenger on that very plane. World War II U.S. Air Force veteran Jimmy Nixon and U.S. Navy vet Angelo Garris joining me aboard the 4-engine 909 B-17 flying to Venice. Thursday, after the aircraft's fiery crash, I met with Garris to learn that our flight together nearly 2 years ago ignited something for the 94-year-old.
Brought back memories of the planes were flying on that day. D-Day.
Good or bad?
Wasn't good.
Garris was just 18, looking up to the sky to see thousands of B-17s. After this week, less than 10 are in operation.
There are stories of wartime where it landed with only one of the 4 engines operating, or part of the tail shot off,
leaving many questions unanswered about what went wrong Wednesday as the NTSB continues its investigation.
Story, I visited the Collins Foundation's website, and it's actually down right now, but they do have a statement up right now, just sharing their thoughts and prayers with those who lost their lives in this tragic crash, and also thanking those first responders for their heroic efforts that kind of just swung in there and helped everyone, after this crash that seemingly kind of came out of nowhere.
And as a reporter too, you were on it. I mean, I can't even imagine hearing the news yesterday and thinking, oh my goodness.
My heart sunk into my stomach when I heard that. Yeah, because I mean, I never, like I said, I never thought that I would have to revisit the story, and I thought it was very like a lighthearted story, and a great way to learn about our history with veterans. But it just happened out of nowhere.
Tragic.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, thank you, Jen.